they change my Twitch thing? Guess I didn't. Bum, 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 bum. We'll get in before I start. I need to write down a few things. Get started. Hello, randomly gay. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, Amira Mimi. Welcome into the stream. We have about 25-ish minutes before we start the one shot. This is the one shot that I've been working on. Welcome in, Mr. Big. This is for two of my D&D party members that I ran earlier last year. We just finished up the campaign last year as well. But this is a one-shot that I wrote for two of the characters, Charlie and Cal. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Let me see. I need to write down some stat blocks really quick. So... let's see. Welcome in, Landon Bible. Welcome in, Random. Hi, guys. How you doing? Let's see. Let me look for... Welcome in, user. Welcome in, Awesomeness32. We're gonna just waiting a little bit until the D&D session. Just wanted to chat with you guys if anyone wanted to come in and see what's going on. We're running a one-shot that I custom made for two of my party members that from a party that a campaign that I ran last year. I actually need to write down these stat blocks. So we have two of these. One moment as I take some time to write this down. Welcome in, Akatsuki Boss. So I have one of those. They have that as an AC. HP is this. Welcome in, Connie Dude. Welcome in, Axel. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome in, Odysseus. We're playing some D&D today. In Glopio, I'm just writing down some stats from the stat block for some of the encounters really quickly. Welcome in, Cheeto Puff. Welcome in, Squid. Welcome in, Ryusei. I'm just going to be writing this. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I'm just going to be waiting around. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it, Ryusei. If you guys want to follow and, join the Discord, if you go to my profile, click on the first link, you will see a link to the Discord. So you can go ahead and join, and we have some community games coming up. We have some more streams coming up, so it'll be very fun. Welcome in, Taggart. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. All right, so let's see. So we have that, and then we have this as an attack. Just writing down, hi Luna, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? I'm just writing down some stats for some of the encounters, just so I can remember. Let's see. You guys didn't know, I am also a DM. I love me some D&D. Welcome in, Water Cream. Yeah, I like to DM a lot. I also like to play. So yeah, I'm going to be DMing a one-shot that I created custom for one of my members. I'm good. You look so cute. Thank you so much, Owen. Thank you so much for the follow, Luna. Love you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, this is my little PNG tuber. I do plan on updating it at some point when I have the money, but I have a whole design. I have a whole theme. Hint, hint, hint. It's going to be based off my Minecraft character who is a red panda girl, because red pandas are my favorite animal in the whole world. Welcome in, Gray. So you need to write down this one. Right, and that is a bonus action. Welcome in, Ochako. You see, we got some My Hero fans in here. You guys know that there's actually a My Hero Academia rulebook for D&D 5e. It's pretty cool. I was thinking about my friends wanted. I have some friends that are really into D&D that have never played before, but he's really into like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I was like, it'd be so cool to run a D&D campaign surrounded in that universe, wouldn't it be? It'd be so cool. Welcome in, Jonathic. Hell yeah, with 2 C's, capital C's at that. Hi Nova, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Kaiser. Appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't already joined, I have a Discord link in my profile. It's the first one. You can go ahead and join the growing, wonderful little community that I'm building on Discord, and we can have some fun together. Welcome in, Zach. Bonus action. Welcome in, Avery. Welcome in, Bright Wolf. Hi, guys. How you doing today? Doing good. I'm quite sore. I did some pretty intense abs last night, and yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be. But it's still I'm still quite sore. Like I was like hanging out with my boyfriend in bed. We're just chilling, like watching like reels on Instagram. And then I went to like lean over to kiss him before I get up from the bed, and I was like, oh, my stomach. It was hard. Let's see. Have to do that. I can't write and talk at the same time. It messes me up. Welcome in, Sad Boy. Welcome in, Rip Comic Storian. How you guys doing today? Also, hi, Ochako. I think I said hi to you already, but I see you chatting, so nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Welcome in, Ray. Thank you for the follow, Ochako. I appreciate it. Love you. If you really want to join the Discord, I have it linked in my profile. I just opened it up yesterday for the first time, so if you want to join in, feel free to. Let's see. You don't have to be a follower or a subscriber. Welcome in, Ashton. If you want to join a community of people who are really nice, really chill, and who want to play games together, then you can do that. Welcome in, Diego. Welcome in, Coffee. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Love you. Let's see. I need to write that down. Welcome in, Ash. Immune to this. Oh, actually, that's interesting. Because one of my players has my ability. We'll just get started in here. Just a second, guys. Just writing down some things for the campaign. It's going to be super interesting, super fun. I'm really excited for you guys to see what happens. And then I have to write down one more stat block. I wrote down one of them already. Welcome in, Adeline. It's going to be this one. Ooh, this is going to be fun, guys. I have a custom campaign that I built for some of my players, based on some of their lore, and I built a whole campaign around it. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. That one, and then it has an AC. Actually, not bad. Level 4 for a level 4 one shot. This is not that bad, actually. Welcome in, Nick. Sorry, I burped. Welcome in, Dubatin Jones. We have speed. Wow, he's freaking fast. Holy. Okay. Which does this. Come in, Callie. Just doing some writing at the moment. Come in, Elijah. +2 psychic. Game are you playing? We are playing a custom D&D one-shot that I wrote for 2 of my players. Welcome in, Seabass. Hi. Yeah, so we're playing a custom D&D one-shot that I wrote for my players, and it's gonna be super fun. I'm so excited. It has some mental dilemmas, some personal dilemmas, and it's gonna be super, super interesting. I'm really excited. Hello, Jack. I'm at work right now. Girl, what? You're at work right now? Well, don't get caught. You can stay as long as you don't get caught watching the stream while at work. Unless you work from home like I do, then it's fine. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Hide Sugo. I need to write that down, and then I need to do. Ooh, this attack that I'm writing down. It sounds really cool. That's a recharge. Okay, let me write that down. How's your day been? My day's been quite good. I have not been very productive. I woke up today around like 10:30. Got out of bed around 11:30. Just popping in between deliveries. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, so I woke up at 10:30, got out of bed at 11:30, started writing the one shot. So I actually had all this planned, I just never actually officially wrote it out. So I wrote it all out. I finished around like 1-ish, and then I went up to hang out with my boyfriend, came back down here, and now we're streaming, guys. We're streaming. Let me write this down. Welcome back in, Ochaka. Ochako. Ochaka. Who's Ochaka? It's like I'm saying Osaka. Forget. Have you guys ever seen a D&D stream before? It can be interesting for sure. And thankfully, since it's only 2 players, it should be pretty easy to keep everything calm. And they're both good with roleplay, so that'll be fun. Let's see. Phil. Ooh, that's interesting. Took a math quarterly today and got 100. Hey, nice. Congrats, Nova. See, you're smart. I told ya. Good job, kiddo. D6. Jeez, that is actually quite a lot of damage. I hope they are good to go. Okay, welcome in, Sunny. Alright, so I wrote down what I need to write down. I need to actually roll for their initiatives really quick. Let's see. So it'd be... Okay, that's a 4. So I got a 4 on this one. I did receive that 1 million, just fake Monopoly and money. That's, yeah. See, I told you what happened. It was my premonition. See, guys, I'm a witch, like I said before. I can call things and they happen. Isn't that right, Nova? Alright, so this one has an initiative of 14. Now I have to roll for this one. Quite slow, I'm surprised. Okay. Alright, I write down all the initiatives. I have the important stat blocks that I needed. And I have my... I don't have any maps today because I'm just hoping I can describe it well enough, like Map Mercer, to like be able to put into people's minds, but we'll see. I have all of my descriptions for each area. I have dialogue. I have ways to go about this campaign. Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get through the entire campaign today because it is kind of... Depending on how they go through this first introductory area, it might have to go into a second stream. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get through it. Welcome in, El Punto. That was almost a bad word. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. How you doing today? We're almost 15 minutes away from the actual campaign. But actually, you know what? I might drag them in a little early so we can talk about a few things. Let's see. But if I leveled up in my Discord. If you guys didn't know, there is a ranking system in my Discord. So if you guys chat enough or interact enough, you guys will level up, and that's pretty cool. Alright. I have my water. I have my dice. Actually, let me get out all my separate dice, because I have so many different dice in a bag, and it's going to take forever for me to find all the different ones that I need. So let me get all of mine. So I need my D4, my D6, I need a D10, a D10. And I need my D12. Oh, and my D8. My D8. You guys can only hear what's going on inside this bag. It's insane. Alright, let's see. AD. Oh, this is my D100. I need a D100, I don't think. AD12. I want this D12. Then, let's see. I'm literally taking out all of my dice right now just because I just can't see any of them, dude. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use my seashell. I have stars, which is kind of like in theme with the campaign today. So I'm gonna use my seashell one, and then I'm going to also use my rainbow. You're following the day agenda today, guys. These ones, 20s. Not my. Huh, maybe I'm missing one, but that's okay. Or maybe it didn't even come with the D20, or I just lost it. Well, down here, I'm gonna use those dice today, and I'll put these ones away. I wish I could show you guys, but yeah. I will. They're making state standardized testing online. Bro, what? That's so easy. I remember we used to have to go to like a different school that wasn't ours, and sometimes it'd be on weekends, and it was so annoying. Hated it. That. Where's my dice rolling thing? I can't find it, so I'm just gonna have to raw dog these rolls today. I don't have my book. I think it's actually upstairs. Welcome in, Inosuke. Inosuke. Actually, speaking of Inosuke, I started watching the new Demon Slayer season, which I've gotten halfway through the first episode, but I was too focused on something else. I was too focused on other stuff. Let me bring in our first player. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Had a rough start because I went to sleep at 3 a.m. and I only woke up at like 8, then took a 2-hour nap, and then I just had so many things that I forgot a lot that I was supposed to prep.
Are you okay?
But yeah, other than the overdoing pain of being a woman.
Oof, is it that time of the month?
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon.
Thank you. It does. It sucks. But you know what? I'm here, and I'm here to be the sassy clown I love being.
I'm so excited for that. It has been a minute. Also, by the way, I'm streaming on TikTok and Twitch. Is that okay?
Yep, that's okay with me.
Okay, let me answer this question. Who's your favorite character? Who is my favorite Demon Slayer character? Kat, do you watch Demon Slayer?
Yes, I do.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh boy, that's gonna be tough. It's been a minute. It's probably a tough one between Rengoku and Sanemi.
Those are both good options.
I've always had a soft spot for Nezuko though.
I know, Nezuko's really cute. I was telling chat that I was watching the new season. I got halfway through the first. And then someone was like, oh, who's your favorite character? I'm like, God, fuck, I don't know. I like them all. I can't choose.
Yeah.
But
it's hard.
I obviously like Tanjiro because it's Tanjiro. Obviously Nezuko because Nezuko. She's adorable. And then I forgot his name, but the Mist Hashira, the one from the last season who was fighting with the other Hashira. He's the one that like maybe, yeah, he's the one that has like the long black hair with the blue tips.
Yep, that's Muichiro.
I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, honestly, bro makes me sad because of how much I adore him. It's a sad thing. I don't know. I'm weird.
weird. Welcome in, Logan Kirby. Let me see. You're getting. All right. It's so weird. I added a TikTok bot so that it'll be like, "Hey, I'm live on TikTok," but it's always like 20 minutes late. Girl.
Girl.
But otherwise, you've been good.
Okay. Mhm.
Otherwise, you've been good.
Yep.
That's good. I do
Also,
have
I'm
a
about.
question that
Mhm.
will. So do you have any items, that like that say you would use for combat that would have like that's non-magical or that's magical or silver?
Oh my, that's an interesting question and oddly specific. Let me look. What is in my inventory here, other than the 230 gold pieces, because me and Ian combined Kel's bank account.
Got it. You guys have a joint
Okay.
bank account.
Yeah, guys. Well, he's got a lot apparently. I don't remember when I updated this last. When did I get some of these? When did I get a wind spore? I have questions.
The joys.
Well, other than the entertainer's pack with all those candles, which I'm sure can do nothing, he's doesn't really have anything that's silver as far as I'm aware. I mean, there's a dagger and a spell scroll, but other than that.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume this dagger's made. If it's not like specified being made of silver, I'm gonna assume it's like iron or something. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because usually when things are like, "This is a silver thing," usually they like say it if it has silver, because I think silver is like important for certain things.
Yeah, probably. Also, I had the honors of going over Kel's character sheet while Ian was out of action. The horror story here is that it was not leveled ever. He just kept adding spells.
He never leveled it.
Nope. I had to go through. I had to figure out the cleric sheet and I had to re-level it, and because technically Ian was like, just go ahead and fix it up, I went to some other people for advice of what spells and whatnot, because he had way too many. I don't know where he was getting those spells, because they weren't like prepared spells, they were just spells he was using. So I was like, what the heck?
Thank you for the heart. I appreciate Hamas Express. Love you. Thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
Wow, you're my
so
first
he
gifter.
will be
Let's
kind
go.
of
Let's go.
In Healbot form, unless Ian went through and changed it up because I gave it to him. So I doubt it though. He's been busy with school. So
okay, and honestly, that's fair. I know like school can be really. Thank God I'm not in it anymore, but school can be really busy.
yeah, no, it's absolutely annoying. I was not excited for my literature lesson today because I was reading it, and boy oh boy, why did that happen? The for reference, very bad ways to die. Just take it as that.
Yes.
Bad ways to
die. Give me 1 second. Just gonna reply to something in chat, but I'll mute.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize it was you. Oh my gosh, hi. We haven't seen each other since we were little. Holy crap, how are you doing? I remember you used to babysit me when I was really little. That's so funny. Thank you for the gifts. Miss you. Welcome in, Carlos Lopez. I am now a streamer. I play a lot of games. I play a lot of D&D. I play a lot of video games, so I'm quite the big nerd, as you will probably see here. But it's really good to see you. That's crazy. We were so little. Miss you too. I follow you on TikTok and on Instagram, and I see you thriving. So I love that for you. If you ever come to Vegas, let me know and we can get dinner or something. Like, I live in Las Vegas now. How's your dad? How's your mom and brother? Oh, mom and dad are good. Mom is I'm not gonna give too much because I am live streaming, but she is in another state. She's married to my stepdad, who I love, Richard. And then my dad recently moved elsewhere as well with his wife, more towards like Tennessee, more towards the East Coast. So, hey, thank you for the follow. Oh, it's Minx. What's up, man? Hello, the 12 Duke. Welcome into Twitch chat. How you doing? Oh, you do. I'm gonna have to make a trip out there. Yes, if you do, let me know, and we can go get dinner or lunch or something and catch up. Really miss you. Love it. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. Wow, thank you for the gifts. Love you, love you, love you. Really miss you. But yeah, it's really good to see you. Thanks for being in chat. All right, it looks like it's about to be 3 o'clock. I'm going to keep talking with my D&D person. All right, sorry about that. Someone came into my chat that I haven't seen since I was literally like 8 years old.
What?
Yeah, I
That's
know.
crazy.
I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh my gosh,
Also,
hi.
yes. Also, I'm about to switch devices for this, so that means you're gonna have to re-add me into the chat into
That's
the
fine.
VC. So
Yeah, no worries. I'll just look out. Oh, and she's gone. But yeah, oh yeah, Allison. Hi, your name was Allison. That's right. Love you, miss you. Been too long. We will get together soon. Yes. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. You're actually my first gifter, which is insane. So thank you. Welcome in, Nova. Yeah, I just recently started streaming on TikTok. I've been streaming on Twitch for a while, and I was like, you know what? TikTok gave me a creator code. I might as well just use it and try streaming on here, and it's been good so far. So fun. Let's see. Let me look out for there. There she is. There's. Good. Can't drag. Ugh. Do this. Actually, there we go. All right. We're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. 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 Yeah, sometimes the animatronics move overnight. Well, just here to watch now. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Allison. Okay, now we have... Alright, have you here. I have my document open with everything for the campaign, and it's about to be 3 o'clock. Yippee!
Yay.
Having your homebrews that I pinned like when you sent them back to me like a while ago were so helpful.
Mhm.
I hope I captured some of this well. My biggest fear is that I portray some of the stuff going on, and you're like, well, actually, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, oh no.
Don't worry. Listen, I'm so happy about this. I've been running so many one-shots for some players, and this is gonna definitely be like, oh dear, she's doing so much. I'm not gonna care about any mistakes. I mean, unless like something super weird is going on, which I really doubt, given that you're just honestly the most amazing person ever.
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna have any complaints. I really don't.
Yippee! Okay. That's good to
But again,
know.
thank you so much for doing this.
Of course. I love the gay husbands, not husbands yet.
Fiancés.
Yeah.
I'm putting so much work into them. Ooh. Actually, I can change my profile picture to Charlie.
You can. Feel free to.
Oh, yay. Also, Ian technically could change it to Kel, because I drew Kel recently for him, but I doubt he will.
Okay, but Kat, when are you not drawing Kel, though?
I drew Mizon recently. That's what.
Oh, Ian is here. Let me drag him.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh boy. Most of my Charlie art is a little outdated because I've been too focused on other people.
I
get
that, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Creepy sometimes, slightly.
Wow, interesting.
No offense, but I mean, respectfully.
Respectfully.
And respectfully staring.
Respectfully.
Yes, I know exactly what you're staring at. Anyways.
All right. Well, hi. It's been a while, Ian. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great.
That's good. So we're going to be running a one-shot today that is customized to be for both of you. It's going to be fun. Oh. Andy's gone. He's gone.
Well, guys.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I guess I'll just wait for him to show up in a VC again.
Yeah, something might have died because he just immediately went offline, so his thing might have died.
That's fine. We can stall a little bit. How about you give
Yeah,
Chat a little talk about Charlie.
Talk about Charlie. Okay, well, Charlie is my most elegant, most graceful 5'4" on a bad day when he's not wearing his heels that make him 5'6" bard clown. Don't call him a clown. He's a jester, not a clown. He's very charismatic and he likes mischief to certain degrees. But because of a lot of home life stuff, he started trying to be less mischievous. Charlie things. Anyways, yeah, he's a lore bard, and I love him to bits. That's Charlie, guys. I don't know if I was supposed to describe what he looked like, but
if you want to, you can. It doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mentioned later. Welcome back, Ian. You all good?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is a little spotty right now.
It's okay. If you dip out randomly because of that, I can just drag you back in, so no worries. Yes, Ian has arrived. Okay. Did you say he'll be back? Did you say he'll be back?
Yeah. No, not I'll be back, but like I will always be back if I.
I'll always be back. You want to?
I see. He's been inspired.
Yeah. Do you want to describe Kel a little bit, Ian?
I mean, he's kind of winkish right now at this point, I'm being honest. He's very tall, very skinny, kind of like, sinewy, wiry muscle rather than like bodybuilder type. And he has high heels because, he needs them apparently, even though he's like 6 foot without them because, he just needs them.
Yep.
You call her.
Uh-huh.
And he has sort of a purplish black, kind of chitinous type armor, and then a mace that looks vaguely like a spider.
Lovely. Oh, thank you for the follow, Duke. I appreciate it. All right, so if you guys are ready, I can get started. Yep, Duke is watching. He is in my Twitch chat.
Yep. He's following us. It's crazy.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Cat.
I forgot. I didn't follow yet. I was like, oh no.
You didn't have to. It's okay. Thank you though. All right.
No, I have to.
All right. So if you guys are ready, we can go ahead and get started if you'd like.
Always ready, darling.
Oh, okay. She's ready. Let me get this music started. And this is music for a stream to hear. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, the setting of this campaign is you guys are just coming back from ending things with if you remember, you guys are back at the Stormwreck Isle cluster. You guys have just finished coming back from the final encounter with a big bad dragon man, and you just spoke with Runara, who gave you big thanks, and you guys are heading out to your next adventure. And as you guys are returning from your adventure on Stormwreck Isle, the world seems to kind of slow around you. Suddenly, you guys see a swirling portal of purple, white, and black that opens before your eyes. And it seems to only be visible to you as you look across the people who just keep on walking from this portal. They not only seem to not notice, but they always seem to slow, as if time is slowing around yourself. You look at your hands, and you seem to be perfectly in time with what would be normal time. And Charlie, you feel a familiar feeling coming from this portal. It draws you to it like someone would be drawn to their own home, like someone would be drawn to a fire. How would you guys like to respond to this happening around you?
So Kelton takes one look at the portal. He says, absolutely not. He does not want this. He's out here with like a wholesome interaction. He does not want this to be ruined again by random magical nonsense that's going to ruin everything. So he just kind of grabs Charlie and kind of starts pulling him away. When like a mom has to like pull their child away from like a candy store, like that. He just grabs him and kind of drags him along, or starts to at least. Attempts.
If you're not going to be trying to fight me on this, Charlie is going to just slip out of your grasp. Because his expression seems hopeful, distantly hurt, almost as if he's scared this isn't what he wants it to be. And he kind of just stands there, still hand pulled out behind him, as if Kel was still dragging him. But one foot steps forward tentatively, and he says, Kel, it could be... And he just trails off and goes silent.
So Kel doesn't really know how to react to this because he knows, like, there are very important things to his partner. So he knows that sometimes he's going to have to give up, but he's just trying to evaluate the situation to make sure he's not willingly joining into some miserable magical nightmare. He just kind of sits there, like, it's not the think he'll pose, but he's pondering the situation, trying to think what is going on. He never seen thoroughly this, invested in something really before.
Taking a deep breath, Charlie looks back at Kel, and his eyes just seem very hollow, as if his mind is somewhere else. And the arm that was behind him, he lifts it up and extends the hand as if he's asking for Kel to come with him, and as if he can't do this by himself.
Kel just sighs, grabs his hand, and says, I will say I told you so if this ends poorly.
This is so perfect. Okay. Charlie is just going to squeeze the hand that has now entered his, and he is going to step forward towards the portal.
And you guys, you're stepping towards the portal. When you look at this portal, you see it's large. It's quite large. It's circular, but it seems to, again, like I said, it has purple, white, and black. It almost seems to have like stars within the edges. But through the middle, you can't see through exactly what is through this portal. It just looks like almost like a celestial tubular way to send you somewhere that you wouldn't know. Neither of you know exactly where this would lead to, but again, Charlie, you still feel familiar.
One last deep breath, he looks at Kel out of the corner of his eye, and he says, you can back out now, but I won't be able to do this alone.
He just kind of think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the bitch Kel. So he just looks at Charlie. He's like, oh, man. He's like, look, I know you're not gonna last 5 seconds anywhere without me. So we'll go along, and I'll point out all your stupid mistakes as we almost die again.
I think it's been more than once. Charlie has a sense of humor as he says that. But then, reassured that Kel would stay, is going to try to enter this portal.
Okay. So, when you guys, I'm assuming you guys are stepping through this portal, when you guys step through, the world seems to fall into darkness. It's dark for a while. It doesn't feel like you're falling, it doesn't feel like you're floating, but you feel yourself moving through some other force that is not your own. Then suddenly, lights erupt, and it seems to be blinding yet beautiful. You're standing now in an unknown place. You blink against the shifting light and find yourself inside of a vast circus tent, ? It's lit by glowing lanterns of soft starlight. Crimson and gold drapes line the interior, and hardwood floors echo under your boots as you seem to just kind of get yourself together. Ahead of you, a grand stage looms ahead. Its curtains are pulled tight, and the ceiling is starlit, as if inside of a galaxy. There are rows of plush red seats that arc around the space, and in the far corner, you see a small, ornate bar that stands empty. There's nobody in this room as you guys look around for the time being.
The Pebbles kind of looks around. He says, "Of course, of course, of course, it's a circus. Mother always told me to find a nice girl and settle down, but of course, I had to go for the goddamn clown."
Charlie doesn't even react to the comment. He seems to be panicking, whether it be from joy or just excitement or just fear. He's panicking and breathing fast. His eyes are wide, and it seems he's just any sudden movement will send him over the edge of just pure panic. He does not believe this could possibly be happening.
So Kel kind of gently, slowly puts his hand on Phil's shoulder. He also bends down and he can get at eye height with this short, twinkish clown. Looks in the eyes. He says, are you okay?" And you can tell he's sincere. This is one of the very rare times where there's not sarcasm or that sneer on his face.
So this seems to help, just ever so slightly. Charlie kind of just starts taking really deep breaths, and he just blinks a few times. He says, "This, I know this. I know this place. I know this." He seems to be struggling to really speak, which is, strange for such a talkative bard. And waving his free hand around multiple times to help him, almost forcing the words out, he says, I feel like I know this place. I think I know what I think I know what's happening, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We could be in danger. I could be wrong. But this is so, what is that? And he seems to be getting himself back into a panic.
As you guys are speaking amongst each other, you kind of see the curtains on the stage move a little bit. There aren't too many lights shining on the stage, so from where you are, it seems a little bit dark. And you see two figures come out from behind the curtains. They seem tall and they don't seem human. One seems to be sort of a radiant white, while the other seems to almost follow a shadow-like figure. They have not made themselves known yet, but you do see them stepping out, and they don't seem to have quite noticed you yet.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Okay, so at this, Charlie kind of like slowly, very slowly, so it doesn't make a noise, kind of pulls his mace out of his belt. And he's kind of has it at the ready to bonk somebody.
Seeing this, Charlie is mortified, and he's gonna quickly just kind of, as quietly as he can, but with some sort of panic in his movements, try to push the weapon away. No. It doesn't say anything. And he can feel a glimmer of hope, ever so slightly.
Elvis kind of gives him like a "what the hell are you doing?" kind of like expression, but he doesn't say anything. He's not that stupid. And so he just trusts his partner on this and lowers the step. But he's scanned is still on it, ready to draw it in a moment's notice and beat somebody senseless.
As you guys are once again bickering, as Charlie tries to hide the mace or push the mace out or away from Kel's hand, you see these two figures step out from their place on the stage, and you see that now what Kel sees are two massive wolves. You have no idea who the hell they are, and Charlie, you see your dads.
Charlie almost lets out what sounds like a pathetic sob if it weren't for the fact he could not let a single noise out of his mouth if he tried. And he is not confident enough to say anything at this moment. It's been so long. So he's just standing there next to Kel, absolutely jaw basically on the floor. And it looks like he wants to say something, he just doesn't.
Cal just does not understand what he's supposed to do here. He just kind of he's just there's no idea. Okay, he just saw two furries walk out from behind a curtain. okay, that or somehow seem to have some significance to his partner. He has no idea what the hell is going. He is flabbergasted, flummoxed. He's always dealt with the solution where the solution is pretty obvious to either kill someone or beat them to death. So he's pretty out of it right now. Out of
So,
the depth.
The parasite.
what you would guys see is obviously there are two wolves.
How long have we been
Though
dominated?
there is one wolf who is clad in white. They're sort of on the monochrome scale of color. They have white fur that is gleaming in the lights that are now on the stage. They have black markings all over their body that seem to be almost following a constellation of some sort, and they have a nice little hat on top with black flowers following the rim. And then you look over and see the other wolf who is fully black, completely different from the white wolf, where while they have black fur, they are covered in white markings all over their body. They have a necklace that is gleaming with different sort of accessories. They have a red bow sitting at their chest area, and they are wearing a rainbow-like top hat. They seem to be also wearing a smile. And the white wolf looks over, finally noticing you two, and just slowly says, "Charlie? Charlie, is that you?"
Okay, this finally gets something out of Charlie. And out of the many things he thought he'd say in this moment, maybe apologies, maybe curses, maybe he'd be pissed at them, maybe he would be happy to see them again, he never thought the first word he would say when he saw these two again was, "I'm getting married."
Uh-oh. Our son is getting married? And the white one kind of looks over at the black one. Our son is getting married. Did you hear what he said? Yeah, I heard what he said. And they both
kind of sits there.
they both kind of come down from the stage. They both come down to the stage, and they're now standing over you guys, and they are huge. They are ginormous. They're not the normal type of wolves that you would see. They seem kind of normal from far away, but they are towering over you two.
You say they're massive?
Yes, they're massive.
I am still. Oh, no, I can't say that.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You know what else is massive?
No!
Moving on. Moving on.
How did I know?
So the white one kind of bends down, and I will give them names now, as Charlie would know. The white one is known as Dove, and the black one is known as Raven. Dove kind of bends down to Charlie and just looks you in the eye and just says, "My son, you've come so far." And he's like looking over your face. "The blood of stars runs through you. I could feel it." And this is who exactly? And this is Raven kind of looking over at Kel.
I was just slowly like piecing together the dots. Like he does not know what the hell is going on. He's like trying to like make the thinking thing. He's just so completely unprepared for this. Just kind of sits there.
So Charlie, still breathing very, very fast, like he's not prepared. He manages to shakily grab Kel's hand, which he technically still had it in hand, but he let go of it to push away the weapon. He grabs it again and brings it up, holding it close in both of his hands, and he says, "This is Kel's assistant, and he is my fiance."
Fiance. And then Dove kind of sits down, and Raven kind of sits down next to Dove, as, you know, one following the other. Fiance? And this is how we find out. Did you see this happening, Raven? No, I did not see this happening. Well, it's great to meet you, Cal, but it's great that you were meeting these circumstances, but there's something else that we need to talk about. And they get up and sort of walk back towards the stage, towards the bar area, and they kind of nod to ask for you guys to follow.
Before following, Charlie slowly he looks at Kel's hand and he looks over and he says, "Please, I'm begging of you." And he's saying this in a whisper. "Don't do anything violent while you're here. Please."
Elvis he's finally connected the dots, so he's back to his comfort stuff. He just looks at Charlie, has kind of like a smile on his face, and he says, "I always knew that you were a furry." And he walks away, following the parents. That's all he says.
This seems to snap Charlie out of his panic state, and he has the audacity to do like an angry little "What? Excuse me!" But his fiance is already walking away, so all he can do is angrily run after him. Completely not. He doesn't look the most pleased by what was just stated, but it soon slips into a happy smile as he remembers the situation, and he follows.
So you guys follow the two wolves, Dove and Raven, aka Charlie's adoptive dads. And you guys make it to the stage. You guys are now standing on top of the stage. And Dove and Raven seem to stop and turn around, and they are looking at you two before they say, "Charlie," well, this is Dove speaking. "Charlie, it's great that you've come home. Obviously, we don't have complete control over when these are happening, but you've sensed something. You're close to meeting your true self," one would say. And Raven kind of scoffs a little bit. "Took you long enough." "Well, I've been doing some, as you know, looks around our realm, and there seems to be some trouble outside, trouble that we can't sense completely. And with you being here, I think this could help you finish whatever you need to do to complete your transformation." And they kind of look at each other worriedly.
This causes Charlie to pause, and he takes a moment to glance at Kel before he speaks to his parents. Wait. Are you telling me I'll, turn into... His voice trails off as he assumes they know what he's going to say.
Yes. You know exactly what I'm saying. You are very close to meeting your true wolf. And as you know, this is not something that we can help you with. If this is part of the trials of you becoming your true self, then I believe this is something that we can let you do.
This is where Charlie does something he was not expecting himself to do. If I turn into one of those, what about him? And he just, both hands point at his fiance. He's like, what? What am I supposed to do?
That is something for you to choose on your own, my son. As we've always said, the choice is always in your hands. But if this is who you choose to be and you still become your wolf, I see nothing wrong with that.
Charlie just slowly nods, and it just seems this is all slowly settling in. He looks at Kel and he says, "Well, I'll do my best." And he doesn't say any-
Now, as Charlie is speaking with his dads and having a weird panic attack while not having a panic attack. Thank you for the follow. I just got a follow on Twitch.
Hey.
Kel, you hear something in your head. You hear someone speaking in your head, and there's nobody else around to be speaking to you like this, so you can only assume that it's only you that hear this, and this is what you hear. "This is mine, Kel. Lead him to his end and our beginning. Give me the soul the hags were promised." And that's all you hear.
And Cal he just kind of jumps a little bit and quickly covers it up and, like a sort of losing his balance. rapidly before anyone questions why that happened. And he just talks to himself. He's like, "Who are you? What are you? Why are you in my head?" And
What are you doing?
he instantly assumes, because of his heritage, he's like, "Are you a mind flayer? I want nothing to do with the hive mind."
And are you speaking this out loud or like in your head?
He's speaking like under his breath, his mumbling basically.
Okay. Charlie, can you make a insight check for me?
Oh, okay. Yes, I can. Do. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that as a modifier. Okay. Well, I rolled a 12. My modifier is +2, so in total, I got myself a 14.
You hear that there's something. Cal is kind of mumbling under his breath, but you don't see it as anything else that he usually mumbles under his breath. You think maybe he's insulting somebody or just kind of talking to himself, but you don't really notice that there's anything out of the ordinary with the way that he's whispering to himself.
Good to know.
So, Dove and Raven they kind of look at each other as they hear you speak, and then they look towards the bar. And they kind of shout out, "Hey, Bear, could you help out your little brother over here with some things?" And from the side behind the bar, you hear footsteps almost next to you, but not really, as a brown wolf steps through the door behind the bar. He seems to be tall, not as tall as as the dads, but still quite tall, taller than you two at least. He seems to be muscular in stature, and his eyes are trained on Kel almost suspiciously. "Huh. You brought him here, huh? Come to bar, I help you." So he's asking you two to come to the bar.
Russian? No.
Harley bursts into the biggest smile, and he instantly leaves Kel behind. He rushes over, and he's like, "Bear, you big idiot! Oh my god, I've missed you. Hit me up with your strongest liquor. Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait to poison your cigarettes. Oh my god."
Bear kind of
He
gives
almost forgets the environment he's in.
Y'all did not think this through. You just gave Kel access to alcohol.
So Bear kind of gives a low chuckle and just sits behind the bar as you sit down out there. "Oh, hello, little wolf. It's good to see you. I see you brought friend." And he's eyeing Kel suspiciously.
Kel just kind of walks up,
Charlie's
saunters up
going
to the
to-
bar, you know, his obnoxious little walk. And he says, "Oh no, we're not friends." And then he just gives Kel a little, you know, on the cheek.
Hmm.
As he does this, Charlie clarifies, "Oh, no, we're not friends. He's gonna be my husband."
Husband, I see. And Bear kind of walks over to Kel and gets really close to his face. And he says under his breath, to the point that Charlie can't hear, "You stink of lies and spiders. I'm watching you." And then he kind of steps back and goes back to the bar behind him. Seems to be gathering things. So,
I mean, Kel, yeah, he chills. He chills. But my brain is not functioning at peak capacity right now.
that's okay. That's fine. There'll be many times to use your brain to full capacity, I guess.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Woo! So, Charlie is going to take this moment to. I'm assuming that there are bar seats at this bar. Yes, bar stools.
There are bar stools, yes.
Charlie's gonna sit at one, crossing his legs, propping his chin up onto his hand as he leans his elbow onto the bar. And he says, "By the way, how is the good old good for nothing lantern man?" Well, my brother. He means this as in blood brother, which is something he's always made sure to let them know the difference between them is.
Ah, so you speak of him now, do you? Well, he's been, as you know, running the circus as the ringmaster as usual. He hasn't been around lately, though. He's been kind of hiding in his little bunker. I try not to speak with him, as you know. I've always preferred you.
Charlie has this slightly, ever so amusing, letting out a soft, almost non-existent chuckle. And his eyes train up the walls of the circus tent, just looking at everything. It's, oh my goodness, such a fast day this has been. And he continues to speak. Well, it's hard to like someone as unlikable as him. I'm joking, he's so pleasant. Anyways. Oh, so much I've missed. It feels wrong to be back, almost.
Well, we're here for a reason. It's probably a good one. And he, as you guys were talking, he was kind of throwing things into a sack for you, and he brings it up onto the table. And it seems to be kind of a heavy sack, but if you guys are looking inside, you will see that there are 2 potions of healing. There seems to be a dagger that you guys can look at some point. There is a wand of magic detection. There is a map of the realm, so there is a map of everything outside of the circus tent that you guys are in, and there is also a circus charm. If you guys want to know about each of these items, you can ask.
I'll just look. He's like, where are we? Is this a pocket dimension or like just another place in our realm? What plane are we in? What's going on here?
Pocket dimension is a good way to describe it.
Charlie is going to ignore his husband's inquiries, and he's going to look at the charm first.
So Charlie, you kind of pick up this charm, you look around it, and Bear looks at you and goes, yes, that's a good one. It will cast mirror image for you. And mirror image, in this case, you will be able to cast it once a day.
That's the sheet, so I don't forget it.
No worries.
Okay, it's a little, it's basically a keychain, almost.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of like a keychain, yeah.
Of a circus tent that casts mirror image once a day?
Yes.
Oh, fun. Thank you. Charlie is going to nod at this and just slowly but surely pocket it, almost as if he didn't do it at all. And he looks over and passes the map to Kel and says, "Don't worry, you've got to be useful for something." He says it lovingly and jokingly. They wink.
How, I guess, would look at the map to determine how big this quote-unquote pocket dimension.
You could say it grows as we need it to grow. It's almost endless, you could say. We don't really leave the tent too much.
After learning this, Cal is suddenly much more cautious, because making pocket dimensions is pretty hard, and most wizards, magic users, it's like maybe a tiny little, room that you can store stuff in, not a near infinitely expanding weird circus place. So he's a little cautious, because there is some very powerful magic at play there.
That's correct.
So Charlie is going to speak after watching Kel just look at this paper for a long time. He's like, so has my oh so smart and oh so wise and oh so benevolent partner figured anything out with that big beautiful brain of his? Or is it just a pretty face?
Oh, this is what he says. He's like, okay, so your parents are furries. Your brother is Russian. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't know what Russia is. Never mind. He wouldn't say that because he doesn't know what Russia is. He's like, okay, so your parents are furries. Your brother is also a furry, and you're gonna become some kind of werewolf.
That's an interesting way to put it, but that wasn't what I was asking about, hon. And he seems to avoid such topic. Like, I'm not going to talk about that stuff.
And you're asking about the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Cal, when you're looking at this map, you see that there do seem to be some significant points of interest on there. You see 3 areas. There seems to be some sort of stream, some sort of like archway looking place, as well as a field. You can't tell what kind of field it is, but it is inscribed on the corner of this one that you can barely make out that it seems the map will tell you when there are things around you that shouldn't be there. So Dove and Raven kind of come behind you guys. Well, I hope that was a very good family reunion, but it seems that I sense it. There's things that are coming closer, so maybe it's time for you to go and take care of this.
Charlie nods, standing, and he lets out a soft sigh. And looking up at his dad's, he can't help but feel happy. The emotion he hadn't truly felt in a while. And just speaking softly, he says, "Of course. Anything to see you two again. Here we go."
So you two kind of start they kind of show you towards the exit, and when you guys go back towards where you first entered, the portal is no longer there. Instead you see an exit from this humongous looking tent, and there just seems to be 2 drapes that are covering the entrance. So they're leading you over there, and right before you guys leave, right before you guys leave, Dove and Raven kind of call out, wishing you well, and they're saying sorry that they can't help you with this, but they know it's for a better cause.
First thing Charlie is gonna do is scream. I'm joking. He's just gonna go outside and he is going to start hysterically laughing like someone gave him something.
Paul just kind of rolls his eyes. The amount of nonsense he has had in this daily basis. This is more than normal, but it's not that bad.
Great. So as you guys step outside, you guys have the satchel in hand. You guys were able to add it to your inventory as needed, but you guys still had the map of the realm out, and as soon as you step outside, you notice that it starts to glow purple. Not the color of when things are near you, but there are the 3 areas that you had pointed out before are now each glowing a soft purple color.
What's glowing a soft purple color?
The 3 points of interest that I mentioned previously. So there is a stream-looking area. It looks kind of like a river. You see another area. So let's say the stream is to the left of the map, and towards the north of the map, it looks like some sort of archway. And then towards the right of the map, you see what looks like fields, almost like mirrors. Like fields of mirrors almost. It looks to be painted on this map. And they're each glowing purple.
So Paul just kind of like rubs his eyes to make sure he's not hallucinating, because this is not how maps work at all.
Oh, Charlie looks back, his soon to be wedded husband, being very confused, and he walks over. He's like, "May I see this, my darling in distress?" as he tries to pluck the map from his hands.
Now just kind of he holds on to the map a little bit. This gives Charlie the look of like, hey, he just looks at Charlie and says, I want to be useful at least somewhat. Tell me how the hell to work this map. And kind of like an old person with like a cell phone. He just kind of pokes at it, you know. He kind of like
Charlie
zoom in with his fingertips.
Charlie watches this with great confusion before he just looks at it and he's like, "Well, it okay. So, what do you do with the map?" It seems like he's ready to give you the kindergarten explanation of how to use a map. But before he does that, he's just like, "Okay, never mind. I don't have the time to be condescending. Maybe we just go towards these weird purple patches, you know? It could be helpful, fun."
So, well, Kelta says he just kind of like shrugs and starts moving in the general direction of where one of these purple parts is, according to the map.
And are you moving in general direction of left? Or I guess west, north, or east?
Kind of visualize. He just goes to the he reads the map and goes to the closest, goes towards at least the closest purple thing.
Okay. In this case, it would be the thing that looks like a river. So now that you guys have actually looked at the map and discovered kind of where you want to go, you actually get a moment to look and see what it looks like outside. And when you actually are outside and are looking out, you can see that there is a breathtaking landscape. It's a dreamlike plain filled with starlit trees, silver grass, and drifting islands under a galaxy-like sky. Gravity almost feels softer as well. And actually, because of the low gravity of this place, you guys have an extra 10-foot jump distance.
Ooh. Temporary extra 10 feet for jumping. Love that. Harley's
Actually,
going to
like
take in
moon
a
level
deep...
gravity.
What?
Moon level gravity, man, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna grow taller, trust.
Trust.
Harley needs this.
Charlie gets shorter. Somehow.
He's just gonna start putting on like 7-inch heels.
He's 4'5" now when he's done with this. All right, so you guys begin to make your way to your towards this stream-like area on the map. It's a pretty open area. There's not too much foliage as you make your way through. You've never seen the things around you before. There's like glowing purple ore that are stuck into rock mountainsides, as you would probably recall. There are tufts of purple trees with gold veins running through them. Almost seems like magic, but not really. You don't sense any magic from it. But somehow you guys make your way to the stream. And as you guys make your way to the stream, it's a wide river that seems to sing lullabies to you. And it's quite a wide river. From what you can tell, it's about 15 feet wide. So much longer than you can, go through. And there seems to be stones that are spaced in almost what you could describe as an irregular rhythm. And every second that you guys are looking, you guys actually kind of notice that whatever tune this stream is singing, the stones seem to be moving at a similar pace. They're moving almost as fast as you can blink.
Bill reaches to draw his weapon, but then he remembers what Charlie told him. So he just kind of lets his hand slip off the weapon and just kind of stands there. He's still ready, though.
Charlie's gonna tap his chin, cross his arms, tap his chin, recross his arms, double recross his arms, and he chuckles. I wonder. There are so many ways we could deal with this, and I'm in a silly, goofy, little playful mood. You should enjoy this, he says to Kel offhandedly before he continues. maybe we have to sing. Kel, you go first.
Kel just kind of pushes Charlie.
He what?
Very gently. He just kind of like gently kind of like shoves Charlie towards the river. Not for like actually like aggressively, kind of like a playful little
Playfully,
push.
yeah.
Yeah.
Playfully.
No, he just grabs Charlie and chucks him into the river. Like,
Right. Football quarterback throw him
Just
into
football
it.
out punch him. Yeah.
Charlie just laughs at this and he's like, okay, I'll go first, but I'm cheating. And he whips out his lyre and he's like, maybe this will be a good idea. And he's just going to pluck a few strings, trying to match the tempo of whatever music is being played by the stream.
Roll me a performance check.
Will do. Okay. Now let me look at my modifier. Okay. Oh boy, that's a nice roll. Okay. Oh, I don't. So
Oh wait, I don't remember what friends went.
my I'm not using roll as friends. Because we didn't set one up. So.
Oh. Okay.
So my modifier for performance is +6, and I
Mhm.
got an 18. So that
22. Or 24.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's 24
Jeez.
right there. He's really good at music.
Okay,
He likes
so
music.
so as you are playing this melody, you start taking steps towards this stream, you could call it, and you seem to just know where each of your feet need to be placed as you sing or play in tune with the song that is being sang from this stream. And you seem to be dancing perfectly in rhythm with each step of the stone as you make your way across. And you are actually able to make it all the way across the stream. Now, Kel, as Charlie is making his way through the stream by stepping on all the stones perfectly in time, almost like Dance Dance Revolution, but you wouldn't know that. That doesn't exist here. You hear the voice again. Hold him under. Drown the light. And that's all.
The voices are back, bro. How they go. So Cal just kind of like looks around again, startled, because apparently he does not understand to be prepared for this thing to happen again. He knows at this point it's not just, some weird hallucination or like, just him imagining things. Happening something two times in a row is not normal. Because after looking around and seeing, as I assume, nobody, he just kind of mumbles under his breath, like, shut the hell up. I don't know who you are, but go away. He still is trying to determine who this really is, and how
Okay.
this relates to him. So he just kind of tries to ignore it.
Okay. So, as Charlie makes it to the other side of the stream, you now see that as soon as you step foot on the other side of this stream, you see that all the stones, the stream actually stops singing, the lights stop dancing, and the stones are now in a perfect pathway for Cal to cross.
Kel kind of very gingerly puts one foot on a stone, just to check to make sure he won't fall in.
You feel it give a little bit, as if like you would be stepping on a real stone, but it's holding your weight quite well.
So then he just kind of very rapidly runs across the stones because he does not want to test how stable these things are.
I just imagined like the Johnny Depp run that he does for Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
As he runs across, I'm assuming he makes it to the other side. Charlie like reaches out his free hand, the other hand still holding his lyre, and he just kind of like grabs Kel by the waist, spinning around with him, like, "Oh, you made it across! It's because I'm a great husband. You should marry me faster." He seems to be just in a very happy mood.
Cal just kind of looks at Charlie with kind of this look of just general annoyance.
All right. Well, as Kel comes across and you put Kel down, you notice that the map doesn't glow as purple anymore. You look at the map again, and what was the singing stream is no longer glowing purple.
So, I'm assuming Charlie is like leaning over Kel's shoulder to look at this because he's nosy and doesn't know what personal space is. He's like, oh my goodness, it looks like I was right. You should listen to me more often.
I just saw the housewife occupation. God damn it, Cat.
What is his occupation again? Care to share?
The housewife?
Housewife. I love
Gonna
him.
crash out, bro.
It's gonna crash out. So you guys notice that the stream is no longer purple anymore, and from what it looks like on the map, the next closest thing would be this archway-looking area, which seems to be fairly close.
Charlie is going to wave a hand at it, the hand holding a lyre, so he's basically just waving a lyre at it. He's like, oh, we should go over there. It looks so fun. You know, arches are... I'm not going to finish that sentence because that kind of sounds weird. Those particular things are really fun. Yeah.
Sorry. Don't think it's the housewife thing. Okay. So Cal just kind of starts walking towards the arch. He wants to get done with whatever the hell is going on. He does not understand what the reason for all of this is, or why this is happening. He just wants to get this over with so that he can go back to like some wholesome, peaceful day instead of this weird furry magic.
Furry magic. Charlie's going to follow him in a like weird almost skip. It seems he's just in a really, really good mood. And it seems like he is still almost humming along to the tune he was listening to while crossing the river. Just back, forth, to the side, forward, back, forward, to the side, forward, you know. And making sure he stays at least around Kel as he walks.
You guys are walking towards this next area that is presented to you on the map. Again, you see about the same foliage and nature that you saw around you, but this time you see like little fairies just kind of waving by as you go, like hello, hello. And as you begin to you can kind of tell that you're getting closer to this area. It seems to get a little bit darker. There seems to be a kind of magic that's crackling in the air. And once you actually get to this area, you begin to see this rise over the horizon, and it looks to be a skeletal ribcage like archway that crackles with magic. These giant rib bones are curved into a half circle, and it seems to be covering a 30 by 30 feet area around it. There also seems to be some broken celestial rocks and small stardust bushes that are just kind of scattered around haphazardly. And at the top, the peak of this archway, you see two crows that are just kind of rest atop the bones.
So Cal just kind of grabs a rock and like throws it into the field to see what happens.
Nothing happens when you throw this rock. It just seems to scatter like a normal rock. The crows don't even seem to react to it. It's like it happens multiple times a day almost, but they just sit atop and nothing really happens around you.
Charlie, I'm gonna assume he hasn't been here in a while and isn't familiar with like 90% of the stuff here. So he's not sure music can get them out of this one. So he simply looks at Kel and he's like, you know what? I really, really don't know what to do here, but you know what? I'm so good at my job. You should look around here. You see, look at all of these things. They're so unique. And he keeps pointing out little small things to hopefully be enough to give Kel the help action if he wants to do maybe a certain check.
Well, I think Cal will do a perception check first, just to see what's going on.
Okay, sure.
And find a dice roll.
Yes, and also, by the way, that does give him the help action, right? Works?
Yes, if you are casting that, then yes. If that's how you want to cast it.
Yes, then that is how I do
All
it.
right, rolling a 1d20. Okay. Oh, wait. 8, okay.
Got an 8?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no.
Total?
I'm trying to understand how this thing works. Okay,
What
roll.
thing?
I'm trying to understand how this dice roll works, so it's confusing. Okay, no. You gotta... Wait. Goodness, reroll. Okay, 14, there. And what's the bonus?
And which one did you cast, Charlie? Is it the one that gives another bonus, or is it the one that gives you advantage?
It's supposed to be... I didn't know there was one that gives him a bonus. It's supposed to be the one that gives him advantage, though.
Advantage. Okay, so that means you roll twice, Ian. Take the highest and add your bonus.
Alright. Roll 2 and 14. Okay, so he takes 14. He has already a +6, so that's a 20. And then what is the... Okay, so he gets advantage, and then he has his bonus. So he rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, got it. So, Cal, as you look out amongst this field, you see the archway, you see the crows, you see the bush, you see everything. You kind of notice that the crows at the top, they're kind of looking around weirdly. And not only are they looking around weirdly, they're making direct eye contact with both of you. Crows aren't supposed to be that perceptive, and you know that.
Philip kind of gestures to the crows, and he says, "What are these, like your cousins or something?"
Charlie, like, frowns at him, which is very unusual because up till recently he was basically always smiling because of those stitches. But he frowns and he just, like, gives him a deadpan stare and he's like, wow, I hope you know, my cousins are actually all dead. But, you know, that's actually, I don't know what happened to them, actually. I just assumed they were dead because I've never met them. Anyways, no, those are something. They're crows that are staring at us because they're strangely sentient.
What would you guys like to do?
Oi. Well,
What would Kel do here?
actually, hold on. If you won't mind me doing a little bit of out of character planning here with Ian, Toby, I have something to offer.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the option was... I was thinking he was going to flip off the birds. So yeah, probably better idea.
Okay, well, technically, Kel has higher AC and higher hit points on top of the fact he has a shield. So, he usually doesn't have actually in hand for some reason. But anyways, yeah, that still exists. So, honestly, my idea would just be Kel steps on there first and sees what happens. Because in comparison, Charlie is quite squishy.
So Cal just kind of looks at the crows, and being Cal, he knows they're sentient, or he thinks they're sentient. So, of course, he gives them the middle finger, because why wouldn't he? Just to see if he can get their reaction. It's a pretty universal gesture for offending someone. So he wants to see if they have any reaction to a bird being given the bird.
So the crows are still staring at you. They see you flip the bird at themselves, who are birds, and they don't react. They're still just staring straight at you both from this archway.
Okay, so then afterward, Cal assumes it's enough that they're not super intelligent, or they're just not that interested in them. So he kind of just walks into the arch, very, very slowly. Like he kind of just pokes his mace, so kind of puts his mace out in front of him, and then kind of slowly walks towards the arch, very, very slowly, creeping towards it with the shield up, of course.
Okay. You start to walk towards this archway, and as you're getting closer, you kind of feel the magic that's surrounding this area. And you start to hear what seems to be like whispers or screams. You can't really tell, that seem to echo off of walls that aren't there. And you're getting closer and closer. And are you following Charlie?
I'm gonna say Charlie's staying a good 10 feet behind, but he's following slowly.
And do you continue forward?
Cal kind of looks at Charlie. He has like this pissed off look at his face, like, really, man, really? But he keeps going.
Charlie's just gonna send him air kisses, like, "Mwah, thank you so much. Mwah, you're so amazing. Mwah, you can do this."
All right. So you guys make it, and you guys are now very close to the archway. The whispers and screams are echoing even louder in your head and around you. And as you step under this archway, you're now underneath this archway. Two crows that were standing on top of this archway swoop down. And as they swoop down, they seem to change form. As they're doing so, their bones seem to be breaking in place. They're not really flying to the ground, they're falling to the ground. And when they land, you see that there are now two demons standing there, and they are ready to fight.
Oh boy. Well, Charlie's gonna get his AWS over there now. He doesn't want to leave his hubby out there alone. he
Cal's kind of like,
All right. Let's roll for initiative, guys.
all right. Where is my initiative?
Don't fail me now.
I'm not used to this. That's a
yes.
Rich.
Oh no, the Charlie luck has failed me for the last time. I rolled a 7, my dex modifier is 2, so I got myself a 9.
A 9, okay.
Why is Command F not working on this? Okay, I'm just trying to find where the heck this initiative is. Sorry, I'm not used to this.
You're good.
Constitution, wisdom, acrobatic.
Your initiative, it should just be your dex modifier, Ian.
Oh, okay.
Which
Plus
is
3.
a +3.
Yep. All right. Roll d20. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, and 11. Okay, and plus is 3, so that is 14.
14, okay. Let's do... All right, let me just write down the order really quick. All right. So, you guys were surprised in this encounter. So, the demon has a advantage on his first roll. So, this first shadowy-like figure demon lunges at you, Kel, since you are in the front of this party here, and they are going to attempt to hit you with their claws. Let me go ahead and roll. Does a 21 hit?
No, he hasn't. Oh, actually, yeah, it does. It definitely hits. He's an AC of 16, so it hits him.
Okay, let me see this then.
Well, by the way, the shield, he does have that up still, right?
Yeah, you had your
Yes.
shield ready?
Yeah, he has a shield. He had
Yeah,
a
so
shield.
that would add 2 to the 16. That would add 2 to the 16 if I'm getting this correct.
All right.
It does.
Right now it's actually not 16, it's 18.
18?
Mhm.
With the shield?
All right. So this
Still got pretty...
still gets hit.
Alright, okay, so does hit. So you're going to take 14 psychic damage.
How do I get this to work? I don't understand how to edit the.
I have to edit that. Don't worry. I'm writing down what HP you have. Don't worry. So he took 14 damage, right?
Yes, 12 or 11 plus 3.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're down. Oh no, not down, but you're down some hit points. So let me calculate this real quick. Brain. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. You are down to 20 hit points.
This is the last time I take your advice on leaving.
Alright, so Kel, this demon took a pretty nasty hit on you with his claws. It is your turn to retaliate.
I'm trying to go through all his abilities.
I will say this. With your knowledge and that you know that this is a demon.
Alright, so he knows. Yeah, he's a demon. Got it. Not level 5.
So, since you know that it's a demon, you know it has certain resistances. It has resistance to non-magical and non-silvered weapons, and it's also immune to necrotic and poison.
Okay, necrotic and poison. Okay, so where are his cantrips? Where are my boys' cantrips? It's so hard to find. Am I so bad at finding? Okay, the advancement light. Okay, darn it. Okay, we only have Toll of the Dead, but that's literally necrotic damage.
Yep.
He's nothing. Actually, no. He has inflict wounds. Actually, that's not necrotic. I'm pretty sure. Let me actually get that.
I don't think it's necrotic.
All right. So then, I gotta switch to this. Well. All right. All right. So
I can do that.
No, it is. It is. The School of Magic is necromancy. Yeah,
Oof.
damage effect is necrotic. Alright.
Ooh. Oh
Okay.
boy.
So then what else can he do? Because he's gonna try to use damage magic. Okay. Less
So,
restoration, heal,
So,
down.
being immune to necrotic, if you do, is Toll of the Dead fully necrotic, or is it like a 2d6 plus whatever necrotic damage?
Let me try.
Because if it is like plus whatever necrotic, that wouldn't apply. You could still roll the 2d if that were the example.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Toll of the Dead is no, it's a necromancy cantrip. It is. Yeah, no. Take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Okay, so it's only
That's all it
necrotic.
does.
Yeah.
All necrotic damage. So, wait, what does resistant mean? Does that mean that if like they take less damage, basically?
They take half. So you can still hit with a non-magical or non-silver weapon. So it'll do half damage, and they are immune to any necrotic or poison. So you can do the normal, just not the additional.
Oh, they're completely immune to all necrotic damage.
Yes.
Okay, so then necrotic. So none of his arming spells will actually help them. So.
Wink, wink. You should check on the daggers that you guys were given.
Oh. Would that take an action? I mean, I guess he checks the bag. Wait, who has a bag actually? I don't remember this. I'm very bad at remembering things. Who has the bag?
Cough, cough, Bane. Cough, cough, Bane. You do have that.
Okay. So then Kel just kind of reaches in the bag trying to find something. His hand brushes against one of the daggers, and so he pulls it out. Just kind of inspects it for a second.
All right,
just to see what it is.
You inspect this dagger. It is known as a moon steel dagger. It is both magical and silvered. It gives you +1 to hit with damage, and it gives you an extra 1d4 of radiant damage versus fiends, which is where this would apply.
By the way, we both have these, or just Kel?
There were
There's
two.
So Kel just kind of grabs one of the daggers and like kind of throws it over to Charlie.
Do I need a roll to catch that? Because I might be cooked if I do.
Because you said that, I'm gonna make you roll now.
Oh my god, no! What do I roll?
Let's roll. Just do a straight dex check to see if you're agile enough to be able to catch it.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I got myself a 11 plus 2, that's a 13.
Charlie, so Kel tosses over this dagger to you, and it flips in the air. And you are afraid that if you try to catch it, you're gonna stab yourself. But you kind of close your eyes, reach your hand up, and bam, you grab the handle of your moonsteel dagger, and you do not get stabbed at all. Just to reiterate,
Okay, so it's a.
I put it in
I'm
the
writing
chat.
this down.
That is what it
I'm writing it down.
does.
Okay. Thank you. Let me. Oh, the messages are not loading at all for me. Where?
It's in the DC chat.
They are not loading whatsoever.
Okay. It's magical and silvered, so it has magic and it's made of silver.
Okay.
It gives +1 to hit.
Okay.
And then it gives an extra 1d4 of radiant damage against demons/fiends.
Okay, and then it does the normal
Yeah.
dagger damage too.
Yeah. So if you were to use one of your abilities for attacking, with this, it would add on to that.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
I will add this to Kel's sheet too, because me am so nice and will. Because I know how to edit it.
All right, so Cal, your action was to search this bag, take the dagger for yourself, and also toss one over to Charlie, which she thankfully caught. And you still have a bonus action and a move if you would like to do either of those. You can. So there was while you were looking through this bag, you also saw that there's 2 potions of healing if you'd like to use that as a bonus action. Not telling you to, just reminding you.
Right. So Kel just he grabs his dagger and tries to slash at this demon, the closest demon to him.
Okay. So right. Roll to
I got
hit.
Nat 20, baby, no way.
Nat 20. Okay. So you have the nat 20 plus 1 to hit, so that's a 21. And that's the one that's closest to you, so it's going to be the second one. All right, now roll for damage.
What is damage again?
D4s, because there's 1d4 for normal dagger damage, and then there's the
Alright, so 1d4. You got it.
the extra radiant damage. 1d4
Okay,
extra
he does.
radiant damage.
Oh wait, what? He does 4. Oh wait a second. Isn't there like a special rule for nat 20s?
It does crit, so it's double.
Okay, double damage is insane. Okay, what is this like, bro? I managed to get a 4.
Yeah, so you roll
Must be
actually
using a
2d4.
Okay, so 1d4 and then that's what it is. You get 4 again. Okay, is this a loaded dice? I'm going to check this because I got 2 4s in a row. I need to actually check this because cheating is wrong.
So you do 16 damage.
Okay.
Yes?
16.
Oh boy, that's nice.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
let's see. So you toss the one knife to Charlie, and then as you feel that this demon is trying to go for another attack again, you kind of grab your knife with your hand and then slice forward, and you see that there's sort of like a radiant line in this demon's stomach area, if you will, and he kind of reels back, screeching as he takes this holy damage. And you hit him for 16. Great job.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Kel just kind of tauntingly looks at the demon and just spits in its face. That's how. Oh yes.
That's a bonus action. Spit.
Bonus action, yes.
All right.
For his move action.
All right. It is now your turn, Charlie.
Oh boy. Well, I have the most wonderful idea here. Because I keep forgetting to use bonus actions. So I have to remember to use that after I do my action. But the first action would probably be to move a little bit in front of Kel, because what he's about to do likely isn't a good idea to get Kel caught up in. So he's just going to move a step in front of Kel, just to make sure. And he is going to use the spell Spray of Cards.
Spray of Cards, okay, great.
So, yes, he waves his hand, and a deck of cards spray out in a 15-foot cone, and his voice echoes as he says, "Don't touch what you're not supposed to." Now they must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Don't touch when you're not. You freak! Darn it!
That hits both, so I'm going to roll for both. Okay. One of them got a 20 and one of them got a 17.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, would you look at that? They succeeded. What happens on a successful save? They take 1d10 damage.
Each, okay, so...
Wait, they still take
So
damage
what
on a successful save?
It's half, I think, right?
Yeah, they do.
That's
Yeah,
broken.
halves the damage. Do I roll the damage? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 5 for one and a 3 for the other. Or do they both take the same damage? Because I don't know why I rolled 2 dice.
It would be...
Assume they both got different.
It would be the same for both, so it would be 5 is the first one?
Yeah, okay. I thought they both got different damage from that. I don't know.
Alright.
I've not used his...
That down. Okay. So you use a spray of cards. They got hit by that, and the other demon who has not been in the fight yet did not like that. So he is going to move forward. He comes around to the side and then lunges at you, Charlie, and he's going to attempt to slash you. Let's see me roll this. All right. Does a 20 hit?
What are these rolls? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, I'd reroll it if I could. Okay, then it will be 7. You're gonna take 7 damage from that.
Okay, that's not horrible. I'll be fine.
He'll live for now.
Yeah, for now. Wow.
Well, I don't know how I was gonna roll in the future.
Assuming it is technically still my turn, though, even though I'm assuming that was a reaction to taking damage or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, given I do have a bonus action to expend, hell, you lucky little man. So, Charlie is going to use his Bardic Inspiration bonus action because he really, really loves his fiance. So, I'm going to read this out loud. You can inspire others through stirring words or music. To do so, use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you who can hear you. That creature gains 1 Bardic Inspiration die, a d6. So Charlie is going to sing, but he's going to speak, and he's like, "I am here right beside you all the way, and I will not let you die. You have been inspired with an extra d6 of Bardic Inspiration."
Great.
Yay!
Yay! All right. So, all right. So you took that damage. You sang your not singing little song to Kel to give him an extra d6 with Bardic Inspiration, and it is now Demon's turn. Second Demon's turn. Second Demon is going to, after reeling back from getting slashed and pummeled with cards for some reason, he just goes forward and tries to swing at Kel again. Oh my god. Okay.
Last time I take point, I swear.
Let me just roll for this. Jesus Christ. Okay.
26 hit.
It was actually a natural 20, so.
Okay, I give up at this point.
Alright, so this demon is enraged. He's angry that you just slashed at him, and he's gonna swing forward again. And he's gonna hit you for 22.
How much hit point does Cal have? 24. Okay. He is down to 2 hit points within the first turn of combat.
Boy. You. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh dear. Well.
Cal may die here.
Yeah, he might. But guess what? I have a fun little reaction I can actually do because I took College of Lore.
Love.
I have cutting words. I have cutting words. And I will read this out loud. At 3rd level, you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration, rolling a Bardic Inspiration die, and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose to use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the GM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, or before the creature deals damage. Oh boy. The creature is immune if it can't hear you, or if it's immune to being charmed, so... That's up to you, Toby, if I can use this.
Feel free.
On the... So, I'm using this on the damage roll. Let's take my D6, and I'm going to roll this. Oh boy! Subtract 4 from that damage! I'm such a
No.
savior.
We are at 18 damage instead of 22.
Oh, my bad. And now we had 6 hit points left.
Hey, it's better than being
6.
at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's better than being...
Cal is going to have some words with Charlie after this.
Alright, so you take the 18 points of hit damage. Cal, it is now your turn.
So, Cal is not stupid enough to risk his own life for the sake of trying to attack them again. But you know what? He has 2 actions. Never mind. So, he first going to cast. Which one is more powerful? He's gonna do Prayer of Healing to heal himself. Double check to see how the spell actually works.
So interesting how you're what was it, cleric, right?
Yeah, he's a cleric.
You're a cleric necromancer. 2
Mhm.
completely different things.
Ask the fact one of the local higher than these. Oh, okay, I'm impressed. Okay. Wait, no, Prayer of Healing does not seem like a good thing to use for this. It's an AoE spell designed to heal a lot of people.
Well,
Clay, you do have an injured husband, but that's not important right now. Also, I would save healing spells for if someone gets downed.
He has 6
Okay,
hit points
let's
left. He's
see.
down. He can't cast anything.
Yeah, but Charlie has a healing spell that he can help you with to bring you back, so...
Fine. Alright.
Okay, good.
I'm just trying to. Okay, so L is going to roll to hit with the silver dagger once more.
Okay.
Come on, please don't tell me this is another one to die. Okay. Okay, 8 plus 9. I don't think I'm right.
So you swing with your dagger, and this time the demon was anticipating it, and he dodges out of the way. So it does not hit.
I have 2 actions though, right?
I have an action and a bonus.
Alright. So he does his bonus act. Wait, can a bonus act can also be attacking or no?
Unless you have a bonus attack action, then I would say no.
Alright, so then what can I do for this bonus action?
You could use an item. You could, if you have any other abilities that count as a bonus action. Some people have taunts, some people have other things. But if you need or ask you for help on what to do, you could always use one of the healing potions.
Technically, both of them have about 4 because Charlie and Kel haven't used. Hold on. I think Charlie did use his. I think he did. Nope. For some reason, he still has his. I don't know. Manx went through and gave us all what stuff we have. So there's about between 4. So.
Does using his invoked duplicity, does using his channel divinity spell, does that count as an action? Or could that not be a bonus action?
What is it called?
Channel divinity. Invoke duplicity.
If you read it out, it says as an action.
Shucks. When people say bonus action, confusing me. Alright. So
yes,
then,
bonus action specifically reads out as a bonus action. Anything that just reads out as an action, unless stated otherwise, is usually not a bonus action.
I guess Command F not work. Yeah. That's strange. On this thing. I'm gonna use Command F to find things. But whatever. Alright, so then that's his turn, I guess.
You don't want to use a potion?
I mean, we only have 2, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot more. Actually, yeah, no, he takes the other potion.
Let me get this correct, actually. Toby, we were given a satchel, and in the satchel there are 2 extra, right?
Yeah.
So we have 4.
Oh, man. Do we have 4?
Yeah, 4.
I'm pretty sure from that Stormwreck Isle area, you guys were given quite a few potions.
Alright, so we tell this child's a healing potion.
You need a healing potion?
Yep.
Okay, you're going to have 44 plus 4 hit points. So roll 4 d4s and then add 4.
4 d4s. Okay, let's go to 4. 1. No. Alright, I added. I have more than 1 d4, okay. Okay. So that is a total of 4, and then let me roll again. 6. Total of 6 hit points. Plus. What else again?
Plus 4. So 6 plus 4, that'd be 10. So you get 10 back.
Yeah, he has 6 in now, which means he might be able to take an air hit. Might.
Yeah, depending on if I hit another crit or not.
Hopefully, that's what I'm actually going to probably be saving my reactions for. Likely what I'll be using them for.
Alright, then if you have those kind of reactions, then I will read out hits when they do happen, in case you wanted to use it. Alright.
Okay.
Next, Charlie, it's your turn.
Oh, yay. Well, Charlie has used one spell, and he's smart enough not to use them all in one go, so he this time is going to also attempt to use this nice little dagger that he still has cleverly in his hand, because he didn't put it away. Roll to hit, I'm supposing.
Yep.
Ooh, okay, 18 plus 1, that is a 19 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
4s. Do. Yes, that is a grand total of 5 damage. I'm so good.
5, okay. And
also, I'm gonna probably hit the one that L has not been hitting. Gonna hit the other one. Just, Vin it out.
Sorry, 1 sec. What, babe? Nobody's? Okay. I'm just gonna quickly look up magical dagger, because this is a different dagger, so let's see. I just want to make sure you guys are rolling the correct ones for dagger damage. Let's see really these two other. Oh, I love that when they don't tell me what I need. Okay. Okay, yeah, it would, Oh. Got it. Okay. So it would be, you said you rolled 5, right?
Mhm.
And it's the one that attacked Kel?
The one that Kel has not been attacking actively.
Okay, so it's the one that attacked you, so... Okay. Alright, it is now the demon that you just attacked. That's its turn. Alright, so it's going to slash at you again, Charlie, because it is hyper-focused on you since you hit it with some cards. Does a 13 hit?
13?
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. It just barely hits.
Aw, dang, okay. Alright, so this demon is slashing at you, and since you were so focused on making sure Kel was okay, you took 10 damage.
How not pleasant. Charlie's just kind of like, ooh, ow, 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 ow.
Okay.
As this happens. Seems to be giving some reaction at least.
All right. We are back at the start of the order. It is the other demon's turn once again. And let's roll. It's going to attack Kel again. Does 16 hit?
What happens if it meets AC?
It beats, but remember you have your shield.
Oh, right, I have the shield. I have the
Put
shield.
down.
I have the shield.
Oh,
Shield.
18 AC.
All right, then that does
Does not hit.
not hit. So this demon slashes down at you. And thankfully, even in your injured state, you raise up your shield just in time to kind of bank off. It kind of banks off of your shield, so it does not hit you.
Oh.
All right, Kel, it is now your turn.
I feel like he's going to, because none of his spells can actually do full damage. He's gonna attack him again with the dagger.
Okay. Roll for hit.
Oh, 20. All right. Well, that's a roll. 11. 12. For
12 total.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, but he has the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so you get
He
a plus
does.
6.
All right, so then that is a 17. Actually, no, that's a 18. My bad.
18. Okay, so that does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah. All right, that is 1d4. That is 3 damage.
Well, it's a 1d4 plus the 1d6 radiant damage. Remember?
Oh, right. Okay. So
The
1d4,
1d6 radiant damage?
Did I say 1d4?
Yeah, you did.
It is.
said
It is
1d4.
1d4.
There's an extra one.
It is one. It is 1d4. Sorry. I had like different sources.
So it's 2 1d4s.
Yeah, two 1d4.
Okay, total of 4 damage.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
Why couldn't we even give him like swords or like something? With daggers.
Daggers do their thing. All right. So this demon that was attacking you takes 4 damage. It kind of rears back again, and this time it seems to back up a little bit. Now it is Charlie's turn.
So Charlie notices that this one has backed up a little, and he's going to pounce on this. And oh boy, would he love to use his spell again, but He's smart enough to know better, and he's not gonna waste his spells. He's just gonna stab it with a dagger instead.
Okay, roll the hit.
I can't believe Charlie is British. Can't believe that.
I rolled a 16 plus 1. That's a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes, it does. Roll for damage.
Ooh, so it's my 2d4s, which are both 4s. What is this?
An 8.
I'm taking a picture of this and sending this. What the heck? Oh my god.
All right.
My luck today. But yes, that would be 8 damage to the one that backed up that Kel's been attacking.
All right. So, you jump forward at this demon that backed up, and you kind of slice down. And this seemed to hurt it a lot. It's now kind of like shaking on its legs, but it's still ready to attack if it needs to. All right. So the other demon, who is still, since this demon backed up and you jumped at it, it is now just Kel, and the other demon that is kind of almost slobbering, ready to pounce. It's going to attempt to claw at Kel this time, and he brings his claw down, and thankfully you still had your shield up from blocking the other attack, and you block this one as well, so you take nothing from this. As this is happening, that other demon who is still ready to pounce, he's not going down without a fight, and he's going to attack at you, Charlie. Does an 11 hit? I'm assuming it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And this other demon is just so weak. He's like barely even standing on his own legs at this point. He just kind of lazily swipes forward, where if you were to get caught, it would still hurt, but you're able to like easily dodge out of the way. Kel, it is your turn.
Alright, he's going to roll for damage. Again, the only weapon he has... Actually, wait a minute. They only take half damage, but I'm trying to check how much damage it actually does. The other stuff, see if it would be worth it. No. No, his mace does some damage, but if you have it, it's about the same as the d4, so... Actually worse, because of the number 80 bonus. Okay. Does a... Oh wait, do I still have Bardic Inspiration?
New.
No.
Yeah, it was for one roll.
Yeah.
I have... Does a 13 hit? I assume no.
A 13 does hit.
Oh, a 13 does hit. This guy's
Oh.
very bad armor. Alright, and then rolling 2d4. 3 damage. I swear to God.
3 damage?
Yeah, 3.
Total?
3. And
Yep.
are you attacking the one that's near you or the one that's near Charlie?
He's attacking the one nearest to him. The demon that keeps trying to murder.
Nearest to Charlie. Okay. Oh, nearest to him. So it'd be the okay. All right. So you swing. You do 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 damage.
3
Truly
Okay.
capable
So
of striking down the gods.
all right. So he swings his dagger again, and you do hit, and you hit him for 3 damage. He starts to slow down a little bit, but he's still like very strong in the fight. Charlie, it's your turn.
I'm getting this right. He's attacking the one he's been attacking the whole time, right?
He's attacking the one that backed up. That was the one that originally messed up Kel. But since he backed up, you went after him, and the one that was attacking you first is now attacking Kel.
Okay, so we are still focusing technically the one that is weakest, I'm assuming. Okay.
You are, he was not.
Oh. What the heck? What? Boy!
I don't.
Okay. Okay, well, I was confused.
Confused,
then.
man. Theater of mind is hard.
Interesting. Well, Charlie's gonna keep up his job, and he's gonna attack the guy that he's focusing again.
I roll for hit.
Nat 20. I love my life.
All right.
I love my life. I got a nat 20.
So 2d4 and double it.
Okay, guys.
Double
Let's look at
my
these
perfect.
2d4. Oh my goodness. 2 and 2. That's 4. Doubled is 8. 8 more, guys.
All right. So you strike down at this demon pretty much on his last limbs. And as you strike down, it just goes straight through his skull to the point where it's sticking out under his chin, it's sticking through his jaw. And when you pull it out, the demon seems to try to want to stand up more, but it falls to the ground and then crumbles into dust. You have defeated one of the demons.
Are these
Okay.
demons? Like, does Kel know what they are beyond the fact that they're demons? Like, are they bone devils? Are they imps?
You could kind of describe them as shadowy figures. They're not really a demon that you would totally recognize or have encountered before, but they are a demon.
So it's just some kind of entity.
Yes.
Oh.
We will survive, guys. Don't worry.
So, Charlie, any other bonus or movement you want to do before the next turn?
How far away is this second demon that's not dead?
Not that far.
Just
I'd
for
say
reference.
about 10 feet.
It's fully to God.
So you're saying he's out of technically range, you would say?
He's out of range of being attacked immediately unless the demon moved. But right now, what you can see, the other demon is pretty focused on Kel.
So per se, I'm gonna make my grand assumption here. We missed an opportunity attack when it moved away, but anyways. I'm also gonna make the assumption that we are out of range for an opportunity attack. At least I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm not gonna move. I don't really have a reason to move, so I'm not going to.
All right. Then it is the other demon's turn. He is going to attempt to attack Cal once more. And again, as he is growing weaker with every time that you slash him, he tries to slash you again, and you are able to block with your shield, thankfully. And now we are back to Cal. Would you like to do anything after he tries to attack you and you block it?
Wait, crap, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I forgot. Zoned out for a second. Okay, so Cal's... He's just gonna keep striking at the demon. But this time, he's gonna try to hit him. He's not just gonna try to, like, damage them just for the sake of doing damage. He's gonna try to, like, hit him and, like, the kind of Achilles heel kind of tendon thing, trying to make it so the demon is less mobile.
Okay.
He's
Go
trying to
ahead.
cripple it, rather than kill it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for hit.
Alright. Alright, come on. Okay. He does a 10.
He got a 10?
Yep.
Okay, so you attempt to you slash down with a dagger, I assume, to try to hit its Achilles heel to stagger it. But unfortunately, the demon is still a lot quicker, and he moves out of the way. He moves his feet out of the way to not get hit by that. He actually jumps over.
Son of a biscuit.
All right, Charlie, it is your turn.
Okay, so Charlie is also going to use his dagger because it's been going so nicely for him using this thing. He's actually very pleased with it. So he's gonna swing again. He gets himself a 13. Does that hit?
That hits.
Oh, nice. And I rolled my 2 d4s, and I got a grand total of 5 damage.
Okay. So you swing at this demon from behind, and you actually slash at it. It hits it in the back, and you do damage to it. And now it doesn't really know where to focus, but it looks like it really hurt it. The holy damage that you guys have been doing, the radiant damage, seems to be really tearing into this demon, and it is getting slower and slower with every hit. Now it is time for the demon to take a turn. Now I'm gonna roll dice to see who decides to attack. Oh, wonderful! Is going to attack Kel. But because of the damage that it did to its back, the damage that you did to its back, it lurched forward as it was trying to hit Kel, and it misses just completely to the point where Kel, you're just able to move out of the way easily. Kel, it is now your turn.
Okay. So, wait, if I succeed in an attack roll and I'm trying to cripple something, does it matter how much damage I do? Does that factor into it, or is it just like roll to hit, you hit?
It depends on how well your hit roll goes.
He's going
At least
to
how
try
I
to...
do it.
Oh wait, just drawing a weapon counts as an action, doesn't it?
Drawing a weapon, yeah, changing your weapon counts as an action.
Okay, so then he's gonna try to use the dagger again. So actually, yeah, I was gonna have him try to use the mace to bludgeon its knee in, but I mean, not gonna work. All right. So I'm gonna try to use the dagger once more. He tries to use the dagger once more, and he gets. Okay, I'm sorry. He gets a 4. I obviously doesn't hit. He
Oh,
fails
no,
miserably.
yeah, it does not. Nope, that does not hit, unfortunately. You tried to swing at this demon and you missed completely.
All I'm imagining here is that they're just like swinging at each other, and they just keep like bending back, bending forward, bending back.
Yeah, literally, that's probably how it is.
Just watching. Charlie's just watching, like, what is this?
Yeah, well, as Charlie, since you're watching, it is now your turn to. It's just your turn to do what you want to do.
Oh wait, can I like say something? Like,
oh my goodness, what is my role? Oh my god.
Yes, you can say something.
I'm taking a picture.
Alright, so Kel looks up at Charlie and he says, "Don't kill this one." That's all he says.
Charlie instantly understands why, and he says, "Okay, but only because you're cute."
So would you like to keep your nat 20 roll for hit?
Yes, but I believe there is such a way to do a non-lethal attack. Mm-hmm.
If that's what you would like to
hit him
do.
in the shin or something.
All right.
Well, because I love my so much, I am. I'm also sending proof whenever I get these nat 20s into chat.
No, that's fine.
I love these.
Go ahead and roll for damage and see if that is even enough. So you're going to roll the 2d4 times 2.
Okay. Let me go over to the 2d4s. Come here, roll. Okay, so that would be 5 damage twice, which is 10, and I'm going to do that non-lethally.
Okay, so would you like to describe how you non-lethally take this demon out?
Wow. Okay then. So, Charlie is going to just gonna give a little bit of finesse to this, just a little. Harley hurriedly stabs it in the shoulder, and as he does this, he flips it over and knocks it in the head with the dull end of the blade, hoping not to kill it, just for Kel.
Alright, so this demon falls over, and it seems to be dead, but it doesn't dissipate like the other demon did. It is just knocked out at this point. And since you knocked
Charlie
this
waves
demon out, combat is over, but you still have this demon that is knocked out to deal with.
Oh. So Charlie waves his hand and says, "Here you go, my love. You could pay me back in like some sort of affection that's super sweet and wholesome, you know, just be nice, but you don't have to." And he says it airily as he pockets the knife.
Okay. So Kel just kind of walks over to Charlie, and then he purposefully, just to be a dick, kind of like trips him, like sweeps his leg. Wait, should I roll for that?
You're trying to sweep Charlie's leg?
But so what he does is he's going to do is he walks to Charlie, kind of sweeps his leg, catches him, and then gives him like a little peck on the forehead, and then just puts him back up.
I'll allow it.
Alright, so he does that.
Charlie's
He has
going
that
to.
smug grin on his face the entire time.
Charlie just looks at him and says, "Oh, I will be getting you back for that.
Oh no.
You need to stop being such a wuss about affection. Jeez." And he's going to just cross his arms and wait for Kel to have his moment of glory to finally KO this demon.
No, he won't do that. He kind of tries to like wake the demon up forcefully. Let me see, do I have a spell for that?
Do you?
I mean, he has healing spells, but I don't think those really count.
You could also try to brute force wake it up.
Wait a minute. Would this demon count as like knocked out, like the terms of like when a D&D character reaches 0 health, like a player character?
Technically, they are in a down state, and sometimes they're unconscious. It depends what state we're talking about. When they're at 0 is when
Like
they're dead.
Yeah, like they're down, but not. I mean, when a player character is down,
Yes.
0 hit points.
Yes.
Okay. So then he would. No, Spare the Dying doesn't wake him up. Never mind. So he's gonna try to brute force wake the demon up.
Okay. Roll for. Okay, roll strength.
Oh, roll strength. Wait. Sorry about that. Family was being loud. Had to move. Okay, so roll strength. Strength bonus. I think he's that strong. Oh, yeah. Not strong at all. Okay. Add D20. Let's see if this works. Okay, 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
I do not see that, Nova. I'm sorry. I only see the 10K. Alright, so, you, brute force try to wake this demon up, and he is unable to resist you, so he kind of jolts awake, and he's in a dazed state. He's kind of been through it, but he is awake now.
Alright. Now, I don't know more. In the book, when the Drow summon demons, do they speak to them in Drow or Undercommon? I'm trying to remember.
I believe it's Undercommon, because I don't think demons speak Drow.
Right. So then he starts speaking in Undercommon to the demon. He's like, "What? Why are you here?" He just asks that. He puts, of course, his little bitchy tone into it. He kind of spits out the words. He does not like demons, if that has not been obvious already.
The demon kind of like looks up at you. You know why we're here. Following her orders.
So upon seeing this, he finally connects the dots of what's going on. So he just kind of looks at the demon. Wait, the demons have... Oh, no. I might ask this question without sounding super weird. Actually, you know what? It still probably hurts. So he just looks at the demon, and he just kicks him in the crotch. Doesn't matter if there's nothing there. He does it. I don't know if demons have genitals or not, but he does it.
Kicks him in the crotch. Okay.
Yep. I don't know what kind of demon this is, but I don't know if it's genitals, but he does it either way.
Okay, so you kick this demon in the crotch of whatever genitals this demon has, and he just kind of and then keels over and dissipates into dust.
It hurt that much, eh?
Damn.
You hit him in the
I
crotch
guess
so
don't
hard
stop.
he died.
Look, no, or be okay.
So, Charlie doesn't know if Kel forgot his ability to speak Undercommon, but he just simply crosses his arm and says, "Ah! So we can't have anything nice, can we?
And so Kale's just kind of mumbling to himself the entire time, like talking about like his debt should have been paid off by now. He stopped. That should have ended in the city. He just keeps talking about the city. You don't know what. He just keeps saying it should have ended in the city. It ended in the city. It ended. It ended with her. That's all he says. Mumbling to himself. Kind of like a little. He's scared. You've never seen him this scared. This is. He knows what's going on now, and it's concerning.
Okay. So, let me make sure let me just double check this before I do this. Okay. So, Charlie walks close to him and wraps his arms around the other man's shoulders, as much as best as he can over this armor. This one is much taller than him. And he just ever so quietly, ever so gently, he whispers to him in Undercommon, and it's almost like he's singing a melody, but it's just in a sing-song voice, comforting him and telling him, I'll always be here for you, and you can share what's on your mind. I will never abandon you. And as he does this, he's using Healing Word to heal Kel.
Aww, so gay.
Aww.
That's a perfect interruption. Anyways, I'm gonna roll that 1d4. Nice, that's a 4. And then, where's my spellcast mod? That's a +6. Oh my god. Okay, well,
Now you're
got
at
10 hit points.
You have 10 back, so now you're at 26.
Yay.
Right?
So Delta kind of looks at Charlie as he says this, and he says, "That's exactly the point. You won't." All he says.
Charlie seems to pout, and this is where I'm gonna out of character and say, how long do we have for would you prefer for us to have a semi-wholesome character interaction, Obi?
As long as you like. I will say though, somebody in chat said, regardless, I'm really liking the game you guys are playing. So someone's really liking the game that you guys are playing, guys.
Aw, yay!
Thank you, Nova. Appreciate it.
Hey.
When it comes to RP, it can happen anytime, and it can be as long as you'd like. I'm cool with that.
Okay. So Charlie is going to purse his lips, and he's gonna gently try leading Kel over to anywhere that they see that is comfortable enough to sit. Don't know where that would be, but he's gonna get Kel to sit down with him, and he's gonna take Kel's hands in his, and he's not gonna look at Kel's eyes, but he's gonna be tracing his thumb over his finger joints, and he's like, well, I guess the first step to trust is extending some. I'm not sure if you're aware or not. I am a hexblood, which means my mother is a hag. And she is after my soul, which puts anyone close to me in danger. I'm being awfully selfish by staying with you. But I swore up and down I would protect you from the horrible things I'm dragging your way. He looks up, he looks at Kel, and I'm assuming they got those rings back from Runara by now, right?
They did.
So Charlie's gonna pull them out from his bag, and he takes the one for Kel, and he slips it onto the ring finger, and he says, you are not leaving me if it's up to me. But you can take this off if you need to. And I will not judge you.
Kel just kind of looks at the ring. He kind of half-heartedly smiles and he says, "Really? No proposal? No box? No kneeling? Nothing? Didn't even take."
Charlie's gonna respond to this just by squeezing the other man's hand and says, I don't think either of us want that. I think what we both want most is trust and truth. And with that, Charlie's going to lift the hand and kiss the ring finger.
So, Kel takes the hit. He's not that stupid. So, kind of takes a very deep, slightly shaking breath. He looks at you and he's like, Charlie, I know you think it's bad having a witch sing after you, but he also has a little smirk on his face when he says it. I think I beat you with this because I pissed off a god.
Charlie's eyes kind of light up with a glimmer of excitement, and he says, "Oh, there's one thing I've always wanted to do, and that is play a game of dice with a god. You can probably tell easily that this man has a gambling streak."
Oh my god, he's a gambler. Finally, new Charlie
He
Lord.
is! It's his background. He's a gambler.
Alcoholic and a gambler, truly. Okay. So, Cal just kind of looks at Charlie, and he goes very, very serious. He's like, he looks at him, he says, "Look, clown." Would be a cute nickname you call Charlie. Fuck him, call him clown. He's like, "Look, clown. You do not want to proffer. You do not want to play games with her. You do not be low. You survive her."
And this is where Kel kind of gets to see Charlie's almost carefreeness when it comes to danger. He says, "Well, as long as you get to stay home and make me food at the end of the day, I would go into the pits of hell myself, or wherever she lives, and just, I don't know, sing at her until she drops. I would do anything for you, even if I died trying."
So, like, he kind of says, he actually says, like, "Aw." He kind of looks at you, he's like, "That's sweet, but please do not be an idiot for the sake of romance."
And with that, Charlie is going to full-on kiss this man, because this man has been dodging around the entire time. He does it so gently, so sweetly, before he stands straight up and starts walking away. And as he does so, Kel can see that there was a second ring left on wherever they were sitting. Someone still waiting for the proposal is back, because he gave his. Now he's just waiting.
Cal kind of, he grabs the ring, he kind of pockets it for later. He has a little plan. He's a little plotting about it.
All right. And, Cal, as you make your way to catch up with Charlie, who has now made a very sweet proposal to you, you guys notice that the map, again, becomes less purple. The arch area that was on the map is no longer purple, and there's only one more purple area that is glowing on this map. And with the time that we've had today, I think we're going to end it here and then make a second part of this one shot. We are halfway through. But you guys are almost done with what we have planned for this area. But good job. Yeah, we're going to end it here for now, and we are going to continue schedule for a second part to this one shot now turned into a two shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but how'd you guys like it so far? I guess we'll just see, like, kind of gauge where you guys are at.
Oh god, I loved it. Oh, this is so fun.
This was amazing. Considering the very minimal backstory Kel has, I mean, the amount you did anything with it is very impressive.
I'm trying. Yep, I'm trying something. And there is more. There is definitely more.
Wonderful.
I also love the personality you gave those NPCs I gave you. I'm very, very satisfied. Thank you so much, Toby, for DMing today and setting all of this up for me and Ian.
Of course, and I hope you guys are excited for the second part that you guys are going to have. We are just getting to the real shit very soon. But it's going to be very fun. Someone said, Duke says, Kat, I have one question. How does every one shot you manage to be in turn into a two shot?
So actually, I
She's a
think
procrastinator.
actually it's because I have this magical aura about me that makes people want to keep playing. That's it. Yeah, totally.
I think it's just because you're a procrastinator. No offense, but
I would like to say it's because of the role play that you bring. Both of you, I think both Kel and you guys play your guys' characters in a very role play like way. So I was kind of expecting this to be a 2-shot anyways, which is why I made it. We actually made it exactly to 4 pages out of 8 of my what I wrote down. So good job. This is a perfect 2-shot.
Hey!
Perfect 2-shot.
Yeah. I have not gotten the opportunity to really RP, so this is where I was gonna let out, let loose.
Well, you know who I am. I love RP is my favorite part about D&D. And someone else just said, my mother always told me about this game. I'm glad I got to see what it is about. It is a great game. I love Dungeons and Dragons. It's about making a character, role-playing, and having a good time with your friends. And as you can see, this is what happened. We are going in. This one shot is about going into the backstory for Charlie and a little bit for Kel as well. As little as he does have, we're going into a little bit of it. And since I didn't announce this to you guys, this one shot is actually called the Celestial Circus. So hope that helps.
oh, Celestial Circus.
Yeah.
Can't wait for episode 2. Demons, spiders, and gayness.
Yeah. I can't wait for the marriage.
Oh, there's plans. Toby, will you upload the VOD to YouTube? I'm not gonna upload it to YouTube, but I'm gonna upload it to my drive, and I will send you the link so that you can have the VOD if you'd like to upload it yourself, Rage. Actually, speaking of which, I do need to make a channel for VOD uploading. I made a brand new YouTube channel, by the way, guys. There's no videos on it because I plan to make edited videos and post it there, so there will be stuff there, but not VODs. I will have a separate VOD channel at some point.
Also, Toby, because I want to see if my math is correct, am I allowed to guess the total HP that these demons had?
You are allowed to.
I'm gonna guess at 38 to the maximum of 41 hit points. It's because of how much damage we did.
Yeah,
One is insane.
it had around 41, but I want me to tell you something. I was actually removing hit points as it went along because I realized I made this a whole encounter at level higher than you guys were by accident.
Ooh.
So it was they were actually at 66.
Oh dear. Hold on. Am I
Christ
allowed to look up?
almighty.
Can I look up their stat block to see what CR they are?
You can. These are shadow demons.
Shadow demons. Ooh.
They might be different from what stat block you find because I used some other different sources to build these characters. And then as we were fighting, I was like, oh fuck, these guys are way too strong. Like when you were at 6 health, Kel, they were still at 56. I was like, okay, shit, I need to bring them down.
Okay, the talent rating is 4.
Oh,
They're a whole
yeah.
level above us.
Yeah.
CR4, which because it's
Very
4
scary.
times 4. 4 times 4, guys, is level 16.
Yeah, they were.
And if you add that twice, like 16 twice, is our grand total of level 8 versus level 32.
Yeah, I made them way too strong. I was like, I should probably make them less. So I took down like I think 20 HP or something as you guys were fighting, just to make it easier to help. Also, Duke, if you want to subscribe, I think I linked it down below. It's in my About Me page. It's a big YouTube button. I believe I updated it. If not, then you could just look up Toby Wong official. It's the same shit. But yeah, I brought it down because like, oh fuck, they're gonna die. I'm glad you guys are liking it. I think I'm gonna end this stream here. I'm gonna deafen real quick while I end stream, and then we can talk more after to talk about scheduling and anything else that you would want to talk about. One moment. All right, guys. This is the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Thank you, Nova, for sticking around and seeing it. By the way, I don't see 68,000 likes. I only see 10K. But we did reach over 300 diamonds on TikTok, which is crazy. Thank you guys so much. So we're gonna be ending it here. I'll let you guys know if you guys want to know when I'm gonna be streaming next, and when the next D&D stream is gonna be. You can go ahead and join my Discord. It's gonna be, if you are on TikTok, it's gonna be, if you go to my profile and look at the first link for discord.gg, it'll link you straight so you can get invited to the server. Thank you for the follow, Rage, appreciate it. And if you're on Twitch, you can go to my About Me page. If you go under and click on the big Discord button, you can find a link to get invited to my Discord there. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much for being here and listening to this amazing, amazing one-shot. This is my first time making a custom one-shot, so I hope you guys have been enjoying it thus far. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye, 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 bye.